What happened to my overlay? Are we seriously gonna have a problem now? Oh, there we go. No, we're not. Welcome to the GFI Cup Series. We are live for this season opener, statistically speaking. We are at Daytona International Speedway for the Great American Race. It is qualifying, boys and girls. Ow. I have my desktop audio. Okay, there we go. Wait. Ugh. And there is one of our new people going in, but that is Joshua Martin. Fun fact, that's actually Lucas Martin's cousin. Didn't know that until a couple weeks ago. We got the field stacked to the brim. The roster is set. The Great American Race is here. And, oh, get a little loose down the backstretch. Actually, I think he's warming up his tires, actually. There's Tim Weinkoff in the test vehicle. Hasn't got a paint put together. Oh! And there goes... Oh! Ouch. There goes Sean. But he has not gotten... His team has not gotten a car put together yet. Screwcat ran out of the materials to actually properly get that thing going. But other than that, things have been going a breeze for him on Screwcat so far. He had a decent finish last week. We didn't get to finish the broadcast because y'all were wrecking. If you were watching this and you were a racer, y'all were wrecking too much. However, I will turn stream up a little bit so you guys can hear more of it instead of it being just quiet. But it is the season opener. Welcome to the field of 20 drivers as of now. Until I enable split. Still 20 drivers as of now. It is so far spectacular Reno. There is Cliff also. I know what it is. I'm an idiot. Now we'll have paint. Sorry, guys. Big oopsie by me already. I was wondering why these things were looking so pale. And the paints are loading now. And there's that 95 car. That thing's looking pretty smexy already tonight. Look at that. Nice white and gold. Oh, Duncan. I had a little Sabrina Carpenter on there for her elbow shaking shot of espresso. I think that's what it was. I don't know, it was like a year and a half ago. She had a drink. Duncan. Not sponsored, by the way. However, Cup roster is set. Not that many drivers in the league, or that are in the league or out in Cup. But the Bart Flanagan Daytona 200 is where we begin our Cup series. And my self-promotion channel is below me. So with us getting started here in just a few minutes, this may be one of the greatest, if not the best season openers. I've been broadcasting for almost a year. This is insane. Off season was great. I mean, I got some. Oh wow, look at that! The cousins are literally 4-5, 6-7. Okay, I gotta not do that. Babe, Tommy, babe. No national anthem today. I know that's a little disappointing for some, but I'm not going to do a national anthem because I do not have time to put it up. Oh, yes. What I got brewed is looking good. I like it. But the GFI Bart Flanagan 200 is just about underway. Once we get things situated here. We're waiting on a few more things. This last call, house call. And as now, that's the checkered flag for qualifying. We're starting later than usual this season because I waste my breath too much on practice. Okay, so let's great house call by the guys that watch this. And as we get ready, we tune in to that. He's ready. I wish I could hide the thingy, but we're going to make it smaller to make it realistic. And there is one of our drivers, Wes Graham's perspective from inside the cockpit of his number 2. Right there. It is excellent to see right now. Actually, speaking of drivers, let's go ahead and take a look at Sean Purcell and his season. He was the 2025 GFI Championship. He was the runner-up. He was that runner-up last season. Things went well for him until it didn't. However, our champion was... Okay. Let's go to the 9 of Stephen Gilbert, who actually has pole on this race. He was the 2025 Cup Series champion, and I messed it up. There we go. The 2025 GFI Cup Series champion. He's looking to go back to back. However, there is no... We're using the chase format. Yeah, I am excited to be back. Some days. You'll understand what I mean if you watched last week's before the week before his performance, or whenever the last broadcast was. 80 laps at Daytona. That's actually a lot. This thing better stay clean though. So, the 2026 Cup Series season is about underway. And Barney, our flagman, is going to wave us off here eventually. Let's take a look at the weather for today's race at Daytona. 66 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northeast at 13 miles per hour. That's going to be pushing them up in turns 3 and 4. The condition is clear with the humidity. Oh, it's at 67! 67! Anyways, weather is looking nice. And remember, our leader is Stephen Gilbert. The race length is 80 laps. So keep that in mind. A lot of smart drivers in this field that had earned their way to Cup after proving themselves last season. Who can get in next season after competing in the O'Reilly Series? And Steven Gilbert, Ajax front row. Also started a secondary team over the offseason. It is what you love to see, Tucson Motorsports, and the green flag, buddy, buddy, buddy! Let's go race at the Great American Race, first time trip at the Daytona 500, boys and girls! And Davis already has a good push to the outside by one of the Scuba Cat racing drivers. That would be Joshua Martin. Timothy Rainey Lewis also giving Steven Gilbert a great push on that inside line. And they are ready, roaring to go. Man, I miss high racing so much. And already moving to switching lanes. That's Timothy Rainey Lewis now leading the outside line. And there is Steven Gilbert on the inside. Still leading that bottom line. Followed by Lucas Martin. Still side by side. Showing no signs of slowing down yet. 200 miles an hour is one of our speeds that we can get here in this race. Now Timothy Rainey Lewis takes the lead, followed by Davis Brown. Davis Brown's going to move down to win it. Whoa! Almost had a crash on lap one of the race. Glad he was able to squeeze in there, but they want to get that Ajax help. It is important that they get their help like that. And down the back straightaway, Joshua Martin now leading that outside line, followed by Tim Weinkoff in that number 95 on a hot springing roll already up to P2. And that inside line has no groove going right now. And there they go. They might move down, or are they? And they are going to move down. This is going to cause a little bit of chaos. This causes people to kind of figure out where they got to go. Lap 3 complete. This is the tribute for Dale. Let's go ahead and take a moment of silence. And that was lap number 3 of our version of the Daytona 500 tribute for Dale, who tragically lost his life 25 years ago. And Joshua Martin in the lead. They're starting to be single file now. This is already off to a great start. A lot of fast lap times. Take a look at some of those lap times that are showing up on your ticker on the left-hand side of your screen. Complete. Alright, my ticker is freezing. And there's that pack. Now they're side by side right there. Look at that beautiful number 80 on that outside line. The beautiful iSim Race TikTok car. Go follow it. And now down the back straightaway once again. They're really pushing each other. Look at that inside line. How they are formed. I don't know why I almost said formatted. But they are formed down there at that bottom line. They're just trying to wait this thing out. Big one cannon will happen at any point in this time in the Cup Series. There's Sean Purcell leading that outside line to number 74, Ice Hogs Machine. And he is fighting for some lead. And he will take it away from his teammate Joshua Martin. And they're going to battle it back and forth with each other. Sean Purcell, has Michael Nelson pushing him on that outside line. And the outside line starting to fall back just a little bit. Wonder if some people might start going up high here just really soon. There's the 37 out front now. Still, looking to be not enough help on that outside line. Davis thinking about going up. I think he's going to stay down with Steven, and that is going to be his choice. Now down the front stretch, entering the tri-oval. Another lap led for Joshua Martin. Excellent racing here so far. These guys side by side still for the most part. all the way up for 4 positions. They are single file, and then it goes back to some side-by-side racing. This is insane. 80 laps of this. The faster this goes, the better. Everyone gets to bed on time. We don't have no grumpy fiddle farts in the morning. Side by side, there's Tyler Autry in that number 54 in the Federated Auto Parts Chevy Camaro. Let's take a look at the field. Holy Chevys, that's for sure. That is a butt ton of Chevys in this field. That is... wow. A lot of Toyotas, too. That is insane. Nice knowing a lot of the team's manufacturers, though. That's what they stick with. Or they just run a different car every week. It's iRacing. Who really cares? It's not that realistic. Yeah, but anyways, down the back straightaway, Sean Purcell in the lead. He might stay to the high side. Joshua Martin. And Sean Purcell are battling side by side. Sean trying to get a little bit of the side draft. Not enough, though. And here he goes down the front straightaway. They're going to be battling this one out. Sean will take our lead all the way. And he is almost goal. That looks like he's about to get spun there for a minute. Now let's take a look at what's exactly behind Sean Purcell right now anyways. Take a look at that. That is the beautiful front end of Joshua Martin. And this is what he sees in front of him. And the roll bar, just nothing ahead of him. However, fun fact about these super speedway races is that if you are in the lead, you burn up more fuel than the rest of the pack, which means people that are in dead last can save their fuel longer. So Sean Purcell has led only 1 lap so far. He is now currently second. Michael Nelson will lead a lap. And you can see Sean started 8th, currently second, up 6 spots, maybe like 6 or 7, roughly, if you want to say. But this race is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. And from a spectator's point of view, we placed the camera near a spectator's standpoint. They are far down there. That is how big this super speedway is. Just seeing them on the complete opposite end of the track is a whole different milestone. And now from our chopper view. The best known chopper in existence. And there's Clifton Chanel in the top 3. Look at him! He came out of nowhere. Hey, he said, hey, what's up, guys? I want some joining on the fun, too. I want to lead a lap. Come on, let me up there, guys. Oops, sorry about that. Let's go take a look at one of our drivers, Wes. Doing good so far. You can see him on that far outside line there. Kind of just a perspective of what you can expect. Oh, and Sean goes back up high. He has not a lot of momentum, though. He's going to get slowed down quite a bit. Stream is a little delayed from my perspective and Wes's perspective, but that is completely fine. We'll keep him up for another lap and see how he does, as he is in 12th now. And with that big old VR headset of his on his face, he's been raring to go all week. He has been excited for this one. And, oh, he's sliding down. And there they go. Sliding on down. Clifton Chanel is now all by himself for the most part. Out there, just 3 cars on that outside line. And look at Davis trying to go up. He's going to decide not to. He's going to stick it down. And that's enough from Wes for now. Let's go ahead and give us another driver perspective. This time, This is going to be one of the league's greatest, as he performed himself quite well. This is Kyle Purcell. There that is. Alright, these streams are now more likely closer, but kind of get an idea of what Kyle sees out there, as he is in an interesting spot. Let's just say that. He's back in 14th, but he has all race to do so as well. Nothing bad at all. And you can see him really giving the LA teammates a good, decent push down the back straightaway. And that outside line needs some work. Only 3 drivers trying to rely on a little bit of side draft. And 15 laps complete. And this is a very dead outside line, if there even is one left at this point. And there's Wes all by himself out on the outside. He's going to lose it all. Let's actually tune back on in after that. Look at him fall back. Wow. It's just him. That is all from his perspective. You can see him leading that outside, but loss of momentum is what killed him there. Oh, you see, he got a little loose. Loosey goose. It's like Cletus. And looks like the field's slightly separating a little bit. This can give time to give Sean a fast lap. There's Lucas Martin right behind him as well. And then Andy, look at those cars. Those are nice cars, I will say. $16 laps clean so far. And there goes Wes with a big chunk of momentum on that outside line now. And one of the biggest flexes of the year is winning the 500, quote unquote. It's a spectacular event in motorsports, and we get to do our cheap version of it. And an entire single-filed outfield. That's how little they want to rush. Man, you know, these cars, there's been some changes. I'll say that. There's quite a few changes, actually, about this so far. Certain tracks now, they have a certain amount of horsepower on certain tracks. I think Bristol's up to 750, I think, if I remember correctly. But there's the race recap. Our leader, Tyler Ottery. Lead changes 4. Tyler Ottery is actually an IRL racer. Fellow Minnesotan. He races dirt. And he's still hunting to get a win. He's winless in he was winless in 2025, and making his first career Daytona 500 start. First career. let's go ahead and get on board. And pit stops coming in. He might short pit this one. Hold on. I was not aware of pit stops. Holy crap! That is a lot of people. And the field is now going to be scattering everywhere. What pit stops? Who's going to come out first on pit lane? Let's actually go take a look at pit lane camera. See who gets out first. And it's looking like it is... Oh, it cuts. It was cut. First person to leave pit lane, according to my timing tower, is confirmed. Tyler Autry was the first to leave, and now the rest of the field's coming down for pit stops as well. Lookity, lookity, lookity. Swoogity, swoogity, swoogity. Coming for that booty. Holy scuba cat cars! Oh my god! They're the definition of team paint schemes. That is exactly what that was. And taking 4 tires. And what a race off pit road for some. Preston O'Brien does leave first. And there's the lead pack. Holy crap! So first set of green flag pit stops in the books. And we have many more to come. More of our cameras that are set up around the track. And from the blimp. Haven't seen from the blimp in a minute. Just imagine living near the Daytona 500 and it being as loud as it is, with cars roaring at 200 miles an hour. Take a look at the inputs. 193 miles an hour. And that's not even full throttle. If we could use transponders with like throttle inputs, if not, that's what would be on one side of those driver inputs. That would be helpful. And down the front stretch into turn 1. And there goes Kyle. Let's check in with him. Look at him just fall back. He is full throttle though. And he's going to slide in. You can see Kyle just keeping it cool, running his race that he needs to run. Did run the Daytona 500, brought to you by iRacing. His brother Sean actually tied a Daytona 500 just the other day. And let's go take a look at the leaders, if it will allow me to. Oh, and there's the outside line. Look at them go. Davis Brown in the lead, followed by Michael Nelson, then Stephen Gilbert. 2 Ajax cars in the top 3. 3 of them in the top 5. And Davis Brown gonna maintain control of the field, as I think those guys behind might actually catch that group, and I don't know why he's going outside. What is Tyler Autry doing? He's gonna be left out to dry. And there he goes. As soon as he goes in the corner, it's over now. He's not gonna get let back in all the way till the end of the pack. And way back. There goes Tyler Autry trying it again. Not sure if it's really going to work, but Davis Brown still in the lead. Let's actually take a look how many laps he's led so far. He's led 2 laps, about to be 3. And 3 laps led for Davis Brown. Nice team. So first, and led 3 laps. And crazy thing is, he started an outside pole, and he's only gained that 1 singular spot. So Ajax has been looking dominant so far in this one. And there they go. And 28 laps complete. Most of this is just insane riding. That's how it's been so far. Oh, sorry. Let's go take a look at our guy, Kyle Purcell, real quick. See how things are holding up for him. See, he's still kind of backed up back in P17. Probably not the best spot where he wants to be, but it is one of the most comfortable spots for him. And now Wes. All by himself. Poor guy. Wes has 5K I rating. I rating wise, the best in the league. Based on I rating. Only thing that sucks now is now that he's all by himself, he has to use up more fuel. Which makes it hard for him to save unless he's in a drafting pack. No incidents have occurred on this track quite yet. It's just insane on how the race could change, though. And still single file. Davis, still your leader. And now down the back straightaway. Into turn 3. Leader is still Davis Brown, on an absolute roll in this one. Only technical incident is that Cliff had a mistake, and I think he wrecked his car, and is now in the pits getting it fixed. The only thing that may suck is the big one may take out a bunch of cars when it comes. There's been a big one at every single race that we've had so far. And oh, here we go! We're going double final racing, boys and girls. Let's keep this thing up. Let's go. Let's make it son of a gun interesting. And side by side, new leader Steven Gilbert, your pole sitter. And whoa! That was sharp for Steven. And there they go. And still side by side, there's Lucas Martin on that outside getting pushed by his teammate Sean Purcell. Will one of the leaders go up and make a block when the time is ready to come? Unsure yet if the decision is too early or too late. And look at every single Skewer Cat driver is on the outside line. Now that is, I'm going to be honest, that's pretty sexy to see. Right there, just pow, 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 pow. Purple, red and white, purple, 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 purple. However, obviously, Sean's not the only red and white car in the field. You see, Davis has the Georgia Bulldogs. They have some white. And the outside line starting to get their poop in a group. Will Lucas Martin lead his first Daytona 500 lap in GFI? And yes, he does. He will lead his lap. Inside lines falling apart. Looks like they're going to stay on that outside line. Doing the best that they can just to maintain a good pace and come home with a great win. At these kind of racetracks, it's like last man standing. Whoa! Little loosey-goosey. That was scary. Big one still yet to happen. Lucas can't keep it in a straight line. This is where the big one could happen at any point in time. Just like shortly after lap 100 yesterday, there was the big one that took out 17 cars. And then the big one at the end of the race. Weirdest Daytona 500 ever, by the way. Hands down. And outside line starting to get some momentum. Is Lucas going to make a move? No, Michael Shaw's way too fast. Look at that number 88 go. Can Michael Shaw lead his first Daytona 500 lap? And he will. 8 lead changes so far in this one. It is still changing 66 degrees Fahrenheit here in Daytona Beach. Winds northeast at 16 miles an hour. That's still shoving them up into the wall in turn 3 and 4. It's now partly cloudy and the humidity is now 75%. And look at Michael Shaw lead this thing. He is really winning it. The Brit. The Brit. And Anthony Alex is going to take that lead away. Oh, that gets squirrely. Here comes lap traffic, folks. Better hold on to your shoes, guys. And they all move down, except some. They physically cannot. They have no lane to go down. Lap traffic coming up. That is going to be Wes Graham in the 2. Wes Graham will take the high side like a respectful gentleman. Wes is such a great guy. He knows iRacing like it's the back of his hand. And Anthony Alex will continue to lead. 38 laps complete here at the World Center of Racing. I never mentioned it. Freak. Okay, sorry. Cliff, I am so sorry. If you're watching this, I am so sorry. Bart Flanagan Tree Service, serving all your tree needs in southern, coastal, and inland Maine. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook at Bart Flanagan Tree Service. Or call that phone number on your screen to get an answer to them when you can. Forgot to mention that, Cliff. I am so sorry if you are watching this. And Wes looks like he's going down for a pit. And Mitchell Sundstrom back in 18th. Whole field is still together. It has been undecided if Cliff is out of this race or not. He has been in the pits for about a while. Let's just say that. And Anthony Alex still pushing through the positive. He is one of the most underrated drivers in the league. How about Preston O'Brien, man? Talladega, full 2025, man. What a great race. How he won that thing. He was wheeling it, dude. Was cooking. The big one happened there. And boy, oh boy, he came away with the win after 3 wrecks on the last lap. And, wow. And here he is in a Dale Jr. styled Hellman's car, looking to go get a win again. Oh, Cliff blew his engine. Ooh, so he is done. Ouch. That is not good. And now, still single file. If this is the cleanest Daytona race we ever have in GFI, this is insane. Halfway home in the Daytona 500, our version. I'm calling it the Daytona 500 because it's Daytona, and it's the first race of the year, and that's basically Daytona 500. I don't care. Clip me, put me all over TikTok. I don't care. Hashtag clip on. Doing an excellent job. As Kyle Larson spotter would say, gonna be 6-7 back in line with you. As he said at that Talladega race in the fall. And then, of course, Kyle Larson went, hey, 6-7. Anyways. Anthony Alex, oh, big pit, oh! I look like someone was about to wreck for a minute. The whole field's coming in! The entire top 14 pits in. This is going to be scary if any of these guys wreck. And Anthony Alex misses his pit box. And who's going to get out of this one? And it's going to be a very big battle. And it's going to be Michael Shaw getting out of pit lane first. Wow. And Michael Shaw will lead him out. And the entire field is following behind. Roughly pit stops every 20 or so laps. How about Kyle Hayne basically making an appearance for the first time in this one? He came so close in the Roval last year, just had a self-mistake, and that cost him the entire thing. And he was visibly frustrated about it. I feel bad for the poor guy. But will he have redemption? Majority of these drivers are in their second year. The only rookie in this entire field is actually Wes Graham. Believe it or not, that's how many people made it in to the Cup Series. Let's go take a look with Kyle. What he's doing back in P11. Doing a good job. Good, solid performance. Up to P11. I know he wishes he was probably up front right now, but gotta play it smooth. You gotta play it calm. You gotta play it consistent in a race like this. And down the backstretch, single file out. The majority of these guys are going to be pitting together. And down the front straightaway, Michael Shaw is still leading some of his first laps in this one. And has led 4 laps. That's Michael Shaw in the 88 out front. And there they go. Still rolling smooth. Whoa, here comes a pack to the outside. Can they get some help? They're running mano-a-mano on that outside. Preston O'Brien on his bumper. This is saving Michael some fuel. Okay, I'm going to be honest, guys. Can we wreck now? I want to see at least one caution. Just one. Jesus loves you guys, but it's destined y'all wreck at some point. 47 laps in the books. So Michael Shaw still in the lead. Let's look out the back. There's some of the debris buildup on Preston O'Brien's car. And look how close he is. That is spectacularly close. And then just up in the front, really nothing much. This guy's going fast. He's got to be going 200 miles an hour. There's no shot. Dude, he's going so fast. You can tell I've not touched iRacing in a hot moment. And squeezing in. And one of the Scooter Cat drivers squeezed in there. Outside line starting to get back up into the groove of this field. Good hard pushing for them leaders. We'll tune back in that with them in a minute. However, Michael Shaw, whoa, we're making moves here, guys. Wow. That was sketchy. Here comes Timothy Rainey Lewis. Timmy. To the lead, hopefully. To the lead. To the right. To the left. Go slump on the gas now. Taking the lead now. To the left. And he will not lead that lap. Hopefully he can keep his foot on the pedal if he wants to lead this next lap. Guys, lately I have been extraordinarily hyper, so if you're noticing something's a little off about me, it's most likely because I'm hyper. And Timothy Rainey Lewis to the lead! To the lead! To the lead! And moving down. Ew, it's Nick Norris. Ew! I'm just kidding, Nick. I love you. No caution so far. Consistently green. By the way, Timmy will lead 30 laps to go at the World Center of Racing. And there's that outside line. Gonna get disorganized. Sean gonna slide on in front of his teammate. And they're everywhere. Looking like a flock of seagulls on a Friday morning. And still side by side. 4 rows deep. And row 4 is where the side by side starts. And still complete gas, gas, gas. I'm going to step on the gas on that outside line. 29 laps to go in the Daytona 500. Our version, of course. And Mitchell Sundstrom to the lead. Welcome to the GFi Cup Series. Oh, looking nice out there. There's that 88. Was doing a decent job. For a little bit. And now there's Tyler Ottery all by himself on the outside. And Mitchell Sundstrom still in the lead. Right in front of his teammate, Stephen Gilbert, who will be helping him. "28 laps to go." And there's Wes, 2 laps down, unfortunately. Not the Daytona 500 he had wanted. Just that he had taken a little too long on pit road. His pit crew was not doing what they had wanted to. Down the back straightaway. Only one car on the outside, which is the lap car, Wes Graham. Let's look in front. Nowhere in sight. But he's keeping distance. That's Stephen Gilbert keeping that distance. He was the champion last year. What a great season for Stephen. Never gave up. Let's take you in car again. That sound that you just heard with him going in that corner, that was the wind hitting the car. That wind is quite vicious, and it's only getting worse from here. At times. Still 13 miles per hour to the northeast. There it is at 16 now. It's been bouncing back and forth all race, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your seat. There's 25 laps to go in this thing. Whoa! That was sketchy, the race recap. Look at that. 56 of 80, Mitchell Sundstrom, 14 lead changes. This is insane. Doing an excellent job. 25 laps to go. $24 to go. You know what? It's been a second. Let's crank it up, ladies and gentlemen. Well, boy, do I miss a sign of VA NASCARs. Here we go. 22 laps to go. And very sketchy move there by Steven, getting forced under. This is going to be a battle, and if there's going to be a wreck, it's going to be here quite soon. $21 to go. Who do you want to win tonight? Let me know in the comments. Tell me, who do you want? As we come down to the last quarter of this race next time by, or this time by. Mitchell Sundstrom with an excellent wheel job so far. Having the time of his life. Drivers in the pits. Brian Troy again. Michael Nelson. Not a bad pick. Last quarter of this race, 20 laps to go. The GFi Bart Flanagan 200 at the World Center of Racing Daytona. Crazy thing that 25 years ago, we lost Dale Earnhardt. As the documentary said, how do you tell the world that we lost Dale Earnhardt? Exact tone, exact everything. Davis is going to hold that. He's the corn dog crippler. That's the new one. I'm going to be completely honest. That is, in fact, the new one. And Davis is going to make it hard for traffic to get around. There goes the pit stops. 6 of them in. 7. Yep, that is confirmed. 6 or 7. 6, 7. Anywho. Guys, I'm 15 years old. I need to stop making 6, 7 jokes. This is out of hand. Now down the backstretch, I bet these guys are pitting in this time by now. Unless they say that they're saving just enough fuel to get a decent lead pit, come out with the lead still. That is very well possible. And yep, there they go. And there they go. Oh! We had it. Oh, there goes Preston O'Brien. He's spinning up pit road. And that is not how Taggy Racing wants their night to go. Good grief. He better hope he can recover from that. 2 incidents on pit road there. Andy Ennis, one of them. Man, Preston O'Brien, the other. Just lost it. Maybe hit a slick spot. Very well possible. And Joshua Martin short his stop out. Oh, dear Lord. What? That was smooth. He shorted it out so he would take the lead in front of, in front of Kyle and Sean. Speaking of people, let's go back into Kyle. Watch out! See him right behind his brother. Wow. Wes is still all by himself, unfortunately. Tough break for him. And caution comes out! What's it for? Oh no, it seems to be Preston O'Brien. What happened? Oh dear God. How did this even unfold? Oh my goodness, what happened? Oh no! Oh! Oh! And Preston O'Brien's night is confirmed. It's over. And caution number 1 in the GFi Bart Flanagan 200. Wow. Shocking turn of events. No, because I was actually starting to enjoy it going frickin' green to checkered. What the heck, Preston? Come on, man. Nah, I'm just playing with you. But you crippled an innocent person. It was Kyle! Oh, he crippled Kyle! And maybe a little bit of Davis, too. Oh my gosh! Wow! And pit stops are coming. Just to top out on fuel and try to extend it to the very end for a green-white checkered probability. And while the rest of the field stays out because they are most definitely confident with their strategy. Wes Graham getting a lucky dog. He's not out of it. One more caution. And boy, oh boy. The GFI O'Reilly's Auto Parts Series kicks off tomorrow night at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. You can find it just on Kebab's Twitch, the Shawnee Twitch, Westham S88 Twitch, iSim Race on TikTok. Lucas M15 on Twitch. But man, this is quite the story for tonight. The story of tonight. I can't stand, guys. I'm gonna get copyrighted for singing. 2 to go on the pace lap. Also, I give big thanks to the GFI community and everyone that watches the stream inside and out. Most viewed live stream was the Coke Zero Sugar 400, our version. So big thanks to that. Really took off, and originally took off when I went on iRacing Tonight, hosted by Chris Weaver on my Fox 8. So I appreciate the support on getting me there. But we are ready to go back green here in the Bart Flanagan 200. These guys needed a refresher. They caught their breaths. Their butt cheeks were clenched, and now not anymore. These guys are ready to roar. Give the field a good fight. Until the end. This was caution number, by the way. Take a look. Caution, 1 for 3 laps. Leader Timothy Rainey Lewis. Hey, lap 67! 67! Out of 80. So when we go green, there will be 13 laps remaining. That is approximately 27 miles of racing left for these guys. These guys can do it. I believe in them. Nelly's got this. I mean, he's been up front majority of the race. It's not over. Just because is where he is now, it's not close to being over. I mean, you saw Tyler Reddick on Sunday. Thought Carson had it on Sunday, too, though. Hey, man, as long as it's someone not like Kyle Larson or freaking Joey Logano. A lot of Nelly fans in the chat. Everyone buckle your seatbelts, tighten them harnesses, because we are about to go back green here in the GFI Cup Series. Pace car is off. Going down pit lane. Restart is on the leader. And green flag, green flag, green flag, green flag. We resume racing here in the GFI Racing League. Brought to you by me, Typical Possum. That is confirmed. He will cripple any corn dog that stands in his way. We are back green, though, already single file for the first 3 cars. Joshua Martin's going to slide in on that outside line. Slide in from the outside line. I should have rephrased that. And Nelly on the inside. A lot of those Nelly fans in here. Stop playing loosey-goose with each other, guys. Come on now. Single file. Timothy Rainey Lewis, last year's insane rookie, won, several races before he was momentarily dumped at Darlington in the playoffs. Very salty about that. Here, taking off. Tim Weinkoff, Timothy Rainey Lewis for Apex Sim Sport, taking off. I believe that's what. Yeah, Timmy's on that team now. Forgot he did a little team switch. And here we go. And we are, geez, dude, this is insane. $12 to go, single file. This is interesting already. For those Nelly fans, he is in 12th. He's on the outside line. See him at the top of your screen. At this point, you guys might as well start a Nelly chant in the chat. Start going, Nelly, Nelly, Nelly. And whoa, things are getting weird here now. That was a weird formation they were in for a minute. Oh, another one jumps outside. And one jumps back in. 10 to go. Lap 71. Complete. Or 71 laps complete. And Timmy in the lead, making one of the most dominant performances so far tonight. Have not seen him up front much. However, Anthony Alex. Dang, son! Anthony Alex up 15 places. Boy, oh boy. And we are under 10 laps to go at this time. It's the final stretch. It's the final countdown. Anyways, I am extremely happy against stuff. Ignore that. Timothy Rainey Lewis. Still your leader. There, it looks like they're going to try to get that outside line rolling. Gosh, I'm thinking of so many songs right now. They got the outside line rolling. Here they come. She'll be coming around the corner when she comes. She'll be coming around the corner when she comes. Timothy Rainey Lewis. Full straight. Cement in front of him. Cars behind. And more people are going to jump outside. Nelly being one of them. Nelly up into the top 10. Nelson is harnessing the spirit of a bottlenose dolphin right now. Where do you guys come up with this? I thought I say some of the weird stuff. No, I'm not. No, I'm nowhere close to you guys. This is no offense, by the way. I just say some off-the-wall crap when I'm in front of my friend. 8 to go. What's happening? Anthony Alex slides on in. Squeezed right through that hole. Just a tiny gap. The Dolphin will guide him. In Dolphin's name we plead. How about that? It's getting held back from Nelly. That outside line is. And it goes out. Tyler Autry. One below the line. That's Mitchell Sundstrom. Anyone can win the 500. Who's it going to be? Our version. 7 laps to go. That's my Nelly. Oh, you're making me think of Baby Bo. She gon' call me 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 Baby Bo. He will dance in the halls of Sonic with dolphins and corn dogs. Oh, jeez. You guys are very creative. 7 to go, like 6, 7. If I was unsure, you know, I would say about there's like 6 or 7 laps to go. Nelly to the front! Nelly's in the lead. Getting pushed by Lucas Martin. And right behind Michael Shaw. Why would Nelly go down? Nelly just sold. Nelly may have just sold. Nelly. Your fans are watching you. Nelly! Lead that outside line, brother. Come on. Nelly! Lucas Martin in the lead. Caution's out! Someone wrecked. This is... Oh, my God. That's Tyler Autry. What did he do? Let's take a look. Caution. Number 2. Oh! 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 Okay, so we clean took it to Pound Town. All right. Poor Tyler. That's how he has to end our version of the Daytona 500. It's going to be a 3-lap shootout. Oh my gosh. Also, just an FYI, I'm not doing interviews today. Only because I'm really not in mental state. I don't feel like, I also don't really feel like interviewing. Because I do want to do a few more things before I hop off to get to bed. So, no interviews tonight. So, once this race is over, the stream's over. After we see the burnout, of course. So, 4 Skewer Cats in the top 5. 6 in the top 10. I don't think I'm gonna do it. We can get him one next week, guaranteed. I'm not mentally really want to talk to a lot of people. I only do this because I promised Cliff I would do it every Monday, unless I physically couldn't. So this one will be dead, but guaranteed next week interviews are coming back for Atlanta. So. Oh, and now Wes Graham isn't out of it either. I promise, next week. I do. I really... if I'm honest, I'm being completely honest, I've pushed some friends away because of what I'm going through. I'm not getting into details just because, yeah. But it's guaranteed next week, for sure. I can 100% guarantee you. One to green here in our version of the Daytona 500. One to green. And choose rule says that Michael will pick the outside, Lucas gets inside. So this is going to be quite interesting. Unless Lucas was declared the lead. But I thought it was Mike. Ow! That's my mic. Ugh. No more wrecks, guys. Let's push through this together. Also, if you want Nelly interview, you gotta be in the stream fast next week. So I plan on doing it decently early. Turn 4 is where this pace car is going to be located now. It's not over for Steven, Wes, the guys that have been in the back as of recently. It's not over for them. Pace car is off. 3-lap shootout begins at Daytona right now. Green flag! And Lucas Martin gets the lead. Decent size already. Now, someone blew up. Someone blew up. I repeat, someone just blew up. Michael Shaw on the outside takes the lead, getting pushed by Andy Ennis. Haven't seen much from him today. And boy, oh boy, this is scary. Please don't wreck. 2 laps to go. So I guess to say technically a green-white checkered, I should have said. I didn't realize it was going to be... That would be 3 laps, but... I guess a 2-lap shootout. 3 wide! They're 3 wide! First 3 wide action we've seen all day! Andy Ennis may be out of it. Side by side, they're wrecking! And the white flag waves Lucas Martin and Michael Shaw. Who's going to get it? Side by side. Michael, this is not enough. And the teammate's going to battle this one out. Whoever has the momentum at the end is going to win this race. Lucas Martin has the chance to win the first race of the season. It's no longer winning you're in, though, so he has to do good this entire season. Lucas Martin, now he's in the lead, getting pushed by Michael Shaw. Is Michael Shaw going to go for his first career win? No, he's not. Lucas Martin, how at you, buddy? And who's going to get it? Michael Shaw wins his first career race at Daytona. With a wreck at the end. Michael Shaw will win our version of the Daytona 500. Michael Shaw starting the year strong in Cup. Wow. What a race. What a way. I thought Lucas had it for a minute. I really was thinking Lucas had it. And then Michael comes out of nowhere. Wham! And it's going to be a team burnout for Skewer Cat / LA Motorsports. The Brit gets it done at Daytona. And printing the infield. With their markings. And Skewer Cat gets the job done. Well, that's all I have time for. Thank you guys for tuning in. Skewer Cat is the Daytona 200 champions in this one. Have a great rest of your